who works with a company that is in this line of business, and his name is Christopher Mulera. Many thanks, Chris.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Chris, looking at the construction industry, it has been booming. By all indications, cement manufacturers have been able to realize significant earnings. For example, I did see one of the reports shows that the number of tons that come out from the manufacturing sector as well as the cement manufacturers is about 600,000 tons. From where you sit as someone dealing in the construction business, what trends have you seen from your side?
Thank you. The construction industry in Kenya is really going up. I think at a rate of almost over 20% every year. So, and with that comes the need for innovative materials or innovative solutions to home building, and also hotels and commercial structures. Yes.
And I understand that the line you are in is quite lucrative, especially when it comes to the interior designs. As you can see on the table here, we have some of those materials that are used in the designs. What has changed if you're to visit a legacy hotel, for example, like Hilton Hotel, or I mean, the list is endless. The old kind of hotels that are familiar in the Kenyan space, they don't have the up-to-date designs. We are seeing a lot of attention being focused to detail by people doing hotels and even homes and apartments, really.
Yes. The drive has been to cater for the human senses. For example, if you want to please the eye, you need to have aesthetic, well-finished aesthetic buildings. If you want a very comfortable place to live in, good acoustics, good thermal control, then you need products that are able to satisfy those needs. So there has been an increase in a demand for such solutions, and that's why we are now in this country. Yes.
Perhaps maybe to properly introduce you, Christopher Mulera is the technical specialist at Saint Gobain. It's also a company that is actually domiciled in France that specializes in this kind of building materials. Yes. Perhaps, Chris, talk to us about some of the key hotels you've been able to work on, and how are the projects coming through for your company?
Maybe first what I'll do, I'll just give a brief history about the company. It is about 350 years old, started in 1665 with the manufacture of glass. And all through the years there's been improvement or need for innovative materials. And one of the sectors that we now open in this country is called construction products, where we deal with the products that deal with the gypsum, boards and plaster, insulation that you put within a structure. You're talking about tile adhesives, you're talking about pipes or water distribution, glass for the exterior of buildings. So all over the years, a lot of those products have been able to be used in a number of projects.
Okay.
In terms of hotels, I think we've been able to work with a big chain of hotels.
Can you name some of them?
Well, there's Accor Hotels. We've worked with Radisson Blu Hotels. We've worked with.
I've been to Radisson, and the designs are amazing.
Yes, so there is always the drive to come up with aesthetic value and aesthetic looks. Not only that, also in terms of comfort, because you need to stay in a hotel that's very comfortable, that's quiet, you're protected against fire, and the building and the solutions that we have are becoming more popular because of the lightness also of the materials. So you can be able to really save a lot in terms of the overall structure. Yes.
And looking at these kinds of materials, I want to believe they are cost a fortune as well, because I've seen some of the finished products and it's quite amazing. It's out of this world. Are people willing to pay for this?
The cost would vary depending on the kind of finish or quality that you want. So, like for example, if you want, say, a boardroom that's going to be very quiet, you probably need to spend a bit more, because you need to really insulate that room so that you get the quality that you deserve. In terms of cost, the initial cost may not be as high as you expect it to be, but the overall value that you get from that structure, in terms of the value of the structure and the comfort living that you get over there, is much more than just having to deal with a normal construction product. Yes.
And looking at the Kenya construction scene, what should you expect from your company in terms of 2016? A lot of companies have projected this year being one of the years that they anticipate growth. I don't know if that is the case for your company.
There is a huge potential in the country because not also many people understand these products. So what we've done is we are setting up a training academy so that we're able to teach contractors, home builders, architects on how they can be able to use this product.
Okay.
So once that is realized, then the potential of growth is quite big.
Interesting.
Yes.
Many thanks, Christopher Mulera. He's the
Thank you.
technical specialist at Saint Gobain, just sharing with us some of the latest trends when it comes to building designs, indicating that they anticipate some level of growth in 2016, bearing in mind that the construction industry has actually been growing by about 20% per annum. We now want to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we'll be speaking to the governor of Taita Taveta County. He's with us here in studio, Engineer John Murutu, to take us through some of the key innovations and initiatives that they are executing in the county, as well as putting him to task about what else can be done to see devolution work in the counties. You don't want to miss that interesting conversation coming up shortly on KTN Business Today.